Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play The Legend of Blacksilver. In the last episode, we stepped on a lot of traps inside the Taragus Mines, the second dungeon of the game. Our quest there to, once again, get to the very bottom level, get to the furthest away chest down in that level, and get the loot that we need to give to the Jester back in the Citadel. I believe this will he will tell us the password that we need in order to access the teleporter right next to him. But that's probably going to happen in a different episode. This is going to be more walking around and town hopping so we can get more supplies. And we may do the Taragus Mines a second time on screen rather than off screen, just to see how much better we do or do not do, because I do plan on going back there again to make some more cash. Also, heads up that I have finally updated my version of Vice today. This may or may not have something to do with my ability to use save states, which may or may not tempt me to try the trap shoot off screen so that no one sees if I use the save states. I would like to make another attempt at it. I really do want a better dex. Although, to be fair, it does feel kind of cheaty if I was to do it, but I might do it anyway. we will see. I will probably do it after. If I'm going to do it, I'll do it in between this episode and the next one. All right, anyway, let's take a look at our character before we get going, assuming I have this now selected. Okay, here we go. Our stats are Dex 30, Strength 27, Charisma 20, Endurance 22, and Intelligence 31. So we are reasonably nimble. We're no pushover any longer. Not super strong, but we can wield a weapon with some efficiency and hit hard-ish. Charisma 20, well, we're not super cute, but, you know, our hair's combed correctly. Endurance of 22, we can take a punch. One punch, we can take it. And in Intelligence of 31, we're reasonably smart. You know, we know what we're saying when we cast spells. We've got two great broad axes, fair chainmail that was damaged from a trap during our time in the dungeon. That was wonderful. What a great idea for a trap. Doesn't flat out destroy your armor, but it weakens it. Superb-studded hide. Looking pretty good on life elixirs. We restocked back up to 30. Nothing really else to say there. 30 tongues of flame, 15 glow tips, 10 armor enchants, and 4 light spells as well. All right. We had stopped off at the castle, and Sephiroth did not want to level us, and the king has nothing else to say. King, the prince. So with that said, let's go out adventuring. So we want to buy spells. We'll see if there's any available over here in Ironforge. Ironforge was not in this direction. This was the wrong direction. Let's kill some tinglers. God, 42 damage. That's amazing out here. And just think, inside the dungeon, we're only doing 5. Now, our glow tip, if I recall correctly, is in effect at the moment. I'm just gonna smack you in the face. Still, like, we're doing a greatly reduced amount of damage inside those dungeons compared to out here. Holy crap. Oh, well, hold on. There was another thing as well. We improved this. I guess maybe it is damage that improves. We've improved our Tongues of Flame skill, glow tip, and oh, right, and that was all the spells we currently have taken with us that we've improved. We also improved Lightning Bolts, and we improved Psychic Protects, because we've used the Amethyst Gem we found in that dungeon on the Ethereum exhibit. Yeah, come on, let's use the Balroot's carcass as food. What's the worst that could happen? Let's see if our own bowels feel that food is acceptable, is it? Apparently it is. What town is this? I think we've been here before. Have we not been here before? Hold on. Let's put on our climbing gear. A flume. Hello, flume. I'll let you go for 17 gold, sure. We'll do that once. There you go. You can just have our money. Tamanus. Oh, would help if I put the right disc in. Oh! Okay, hold on a second. Where are my discs? Oh, wait. Disc error, put in discs. Oh, no! Is there a... Oh. What happened here? Oh, I know what happened here. Okay, right. Testing the save states. I save stated this game yesterday and loaded it, and it worked. And this morning, I just loaded right into the save state. And so, effectively, there was no disk inside the Commodore 64 drive. It was running all in memory on the emulator. And I think there's still a warp speed, isn't there? There is. Okay. All right. Been a while since we've been at Tumnus. Since we're going to be doing town hopping, we can take odd jobs again. Oh, let's put some money into the bank. Not very much, because we do want to spend quite a bit of money. House of Hunk. House of Hunk armor. What do you got for me today? Fair chainmail. We are wearing fair chainmail. We don't need more chainmail. If it was better than fair, I'd buy some. But I don't want the same armor I'm currently wearing. Actually, we should sell our superb studded hide. Because when we do the dungeon again, which will probably happen, I guess, this episode. We will have, hopefully, good chainmail again, and two of it. Speak. No one responds. Misspells. That's a cute name. Notice that the spells have now greatly increased in price for some of these. Tongues of Flame here was about 20-something. Now they're 41. And Glow Tips were cheaper than Armor Chance. And now they're more expensive. This is because we have increased our skills in them. I didn't like this when I first encountered this way back in the 80s, and I don't like it now. I don't know why these are more expensive. Yes, we're better, like, they give us more benefit. How does this guy know that's the case? I guess the temple has some sort of registry, right? To indicate, oh, this person can actually cast spells, and these are his current skill levels with them. I guess when we use the Ethereum, our name went on a list somewhere. The government knows. The government knows that we are able to effectively use these spells, and so we're getting taxed more heavily for them. Well, it doesn't matter. We want more spells, so maybe we should actually buy them in Bad Axe, right? Because Magic Flames, Tongues of Flame were 19 there, and I think Glow Tips were like... They were like 60-something there, weren't they? Bad Axe is over towards the dungeon anyway, so we'll go there to make the comparison. Yeah, we'll go over there to, sorry, the tone of that sentence, Tim, was such that you had more to add to it, and then I forgot what I wanted to add. We have, no, we have nothing to sell. Oh, we have lots of stuff to sell, but we're not going to sell that stuff at the moment. I would like some swords as well before we do the dungeon again. We'll play some Dragon Wheel. Once again, viewer will bet $100 on several spins of Dragon Wheel. Let's see how much money we lose. We do not need instructions. $20, 5 times. No match. Try again. Uh-oh. I see one of those dragons or skulls show up and I get nervous. 2 more spins. Just like real life. Okay, well, we didn't... Oh, that was... I didn't want to do it again. Okay, but I'm glad we did. We still lost money. We lost 60 bucks. That feels, though, like a more appropriate type of game you would find in a House of Chance. This is high-low, right? This is high-low in here. Who mentioned it to me? Was it Greg or Chad? I can't remember now. I think it was one of you two. Mentioned that, you know, if you do know what the high-low card sets are, you can bet 333 gold. And when you win, you'll win 999. And the town won't go active on you. Like, the guards, they won't become hostile because you won under 1,000 bucks. And, like, it's an easy 999 gold you can get every single time by coming in and going out of the towns. Now, I'm tempted to do it once, but not today. Would you, sure, we'll do you a favor, Woolly Rug Shop. Where's this going? Glen Lake. Help you make wigs. It says Rug Shop, right? You were the Woolly Rug Shop? Why are we making wigs? Why aren't we making carpets or rugs? Why is it wigs? I never realized that before. We'll buy some food. We would like another amethyst gem offered to us. We do have, after all, that Vase of Souls exhibit to look at. A very important one, if I remember correctly. And of course, any garnets could be converted directly into cash. 2 Amazars. What are you guys selling today? No. We're dropping flails for swords very soon. Here's Glen Lake. This is where we're bringing the package. Oh, this is Ridgeport. Sorry. Oh, where's Glen Lake is to the... It was to the southeast. I went in the wrong direction. It doesn't matter now. We're not going back over there. I'll deliver the package off screen in between episodes. Oh, hey, we can put another 111 bucks in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Nice. Hey, an archive gem. Sure. Amethyst gem. Perfect. We can go ahead and look at that one exhibit then. You guys can see what I've been talking about or hinting at. Actually, you guys don't know what I'm talking about or hinting at, but we can look at that last exhibit. The good thing, by the way, viewer, about hitting those traps in the last episode is I got to see some things I haven't seen in a long time. I do not ever remember the blinding flash from the tripwires that literally blinded us. That was amazing. Still fair chainmail. I want good chainmail. Hit me weapons. Shoddy sword. We want a better sword than that. There is nothing else here that I would want, so we'll just leave. We're going to Bad Axe for spells, and maybe we can get lucky, and we'll see some better weapons here. We got blinded by a... Oh, I'm sorry, viewer, if you guys can hear that. We got blinded by a tripwire trap. Our armor got dissolved a bit by the tendril colony. And we're paralyzed by the poison needle traps. There's also the spray trap in the ceiling in this game. I don't remember what it does that's bad, but they all have a chance to have some miscellaneous effect rather than just hit you for damage. It's taking a while to load this one in. Hopefully everything's coming out correctly. Looks like it is on my OBS over there to the right. Come on, swords. A good sword. That is good enough for me to convert our great broadaxes over to that. Once again, I should sell these over in Crystal Summit, but that's so far away. Okay, we can buy 2 goods. We should probably buy 3. We'll buy 2 good swords. And if Riverbend has something similar or better, we will buy one of those before we go to the dungeon. The Pro Shop. Once again, it only has leather. I guess that's the only pro armor they support selling. Another bank. What's our balance? 6,214. 22 days of food. Let's get a little over 320. Blaze it. I know it's 420. Let's see. Spells, finally. Let's see how much they've increased. So, oh, this is much cheaper than the other place we went to. Wow. I'm glad we came here to buy the spells. Glow tips are 43 bucks cheaper here than in another town. Okay, so Tongues of Flame have gone up from 19 bucks to 28 bucks. We can't really see the comparison compared to Lightning Bolts because we also did improve Lightning Bolt. So we're going to want more Tongues of Flame. We'll buy another 15 of those. We'll go ahead and buy more Glow Tips. I want 5 of them. An Armor Chance. We'll buy 3 of those. Okay. And I think we'll buy some Lightning Bolts now. We'll buy 10. If I can afford 2 Psychic Protects... Is there a... Oh. I don't... We were here already. There is no... This is not a dungeon spell, right? It is dungeon spells. Okay. So, let's buy... Oh, those are expensive, but we're still going to buy 2 of them. 2 Psychic Protects. And this is the Odd Job place. Munitions plant. Sure, I'll make cannonballs. 22 bucks. Okay, let's go up to Riverbend, everyone, and we're going to do the dungeon again. We might as well do it on the screen. First, Riverbend, where hopefully we can find... Actually... If they have worse armor than we have, maybe we won't do the dungeon again. Let's walk around and see if we can get some better armor. Actually, on that note, let's go back to Ironwood. It is the next day, by the way, everyone. It is 8:30 in the morning currently. I have been trying to adjust my sleep cycle. I've been having endless sleep trouble at night. Dry skin, just my normal sleep issues that I have. And it being too hot in my room because of my heat. But I have to keep the heat on. Makes it very uncomfortable. We have an amethyst gem. We'll spend it at the end of the dungeon if we do the dungeon. No more dragon wheel. I have lots unless I take sleep meds, viewer, I don't tend not to fall asleep unless it's the nap. The nap always gets me. I can't resist it. But then I end up not sleeping that evening. Like it's even worse than it normally is. Instead of not falling asleep till 4 in the morning, I just won't fall asleep till it's about 9. And then the whole day just goes by. Shoddy chainmail is not what I'm looking for. A great sword figures. It's also more money than I have on me. 586. Now our good swords will hopefully, well, be good enough. Anyway, it is 8:30 in the morning, viewer, and I do not have anything written on to talk about when we go back into that dungeon. So I'm going to have to make up a few things. We have another earthquake. We're a few days away from the mountains. Good thing it didn't happen there. Single little pot. I love how the creatures dissolve as well. That's really nicely done. All right, Riverbed, you got... Actually, I was going to say you have one chance to entice me, but you have multiple chances to entice me, to do the dungeon again. Sorry, we don't need help right now. Do you want to play some blackjack? Shady Sue's? No. Riverbend is, I guess, a sort of shady town. Still not selling boats. This is... Was this the magic shop? Food. We should buy a bunch of food, so we don't have to worry so much about toad colonies. You know, I still think toad colonies would be good if they only attack your food, now that I think about it. An increased amount of food that they drain from you to like 20-ish. 5 hits, you're down to 100 food. You would immediately begin panicking after like the 3rd or 4th toad colony you're fighting, as half the food you walked in there with. Assuming you walked in with 999. Oh, come on. Only study the leather, viewer, so we're not doing the dungeon immediately. We want to revisit other towns and potentially buy even more fair chainmail. You don't want to walk in there with just one suit of armor. That would be really awkward. And a good sword. Okay. Maybe Appia. Or the like. Actually, we're probably going to end up, viewer, just not doing the dungeon on screen at this rate. Unless this next town has a good armor selection. Sorry, I got nothing. It's also 8:30 in the morning, so I'm pretty sleepy. I want to get another one of these recorded. I do so enjoy having some time to record more frequently. Getting only 2 videos up a week is a little too little for my liking. I prefer getting at least like 4 videos up a week. Manly man armor, come on. Oh, nothing. Okay. These are the gambling shops. We don't care about them. I guess let's just leave. Hello, Trapper. Will you sell me some better armor? A bad food deal. I mean, it was probably trap food that he got himself. Probably tastier than the stuff we're getting at the food stores. No more glow tips for the moment. I want to see how much damage spread without them is. That's back to Iron Forge. Tingler. I guess we're going to get Glen Lake after all. Let's see if I remember how to get there. I think it was down this way. Here's the castle again. Hello, Thermian. Okay, 14 damage. So we do quite a bit more damage with that glow tip enabled. Ooh, 2 spine quivers. Caught in a crossfire. Oh, and we still had an armor shant on this whole time. How about that? Yes, we'll use our flesh for food. 49 days. Oh, but we got sick from it. And we did not throw away the other food. Okay, gotcha. So it was just that one meal, I guess, that was bad. So now I guess we are going to go to Hawk Temple. Or, sorry, Owl Temple. A Trapper. Hello, Mr. Trapper. What are you doing in this swamp? Yeah, we'll take a hit point heal. Oh, well, now we don't have to go to the temple. I think Glen Lake is all the way down here. Snap Fiend. Think, Tim, what can you talk about? What game is next, Tim, that you were intending to record? Oh. That's a good question. So, there is a Biotic Factor that I am intending to record. In fact, I'm probably going to start doing so today. Since I think they're finally done patching the game after the latest update. I had wanted to record Rungor as a one-off. Rungor is I haven't played a game that's like it. It's a real-time... How do I describe it? Real-time combat deck-building auto-battler. I have never played anything quite like it, which is why I want to record it. I love games that try something new. We don't need any food here. I liked the humor. It's full of memes as well. And it's tough. Like it starts out easy enough, and then they slowly introduce more and more mechanics to the game. And it's good. Speaking of good, we have good chainmail here. And that means we can do the dungeon after all, I think. You want another one of those? We'll go in there with just 2. Hopefully that will be enough. These are the blast thumpers and, I guess, sludge heaves. Weapons? A superb sword. Okay. We want 2 of those. But I don't... Is there a bank in this place? I don't think Glen Lake has a bank. Which means we can only buy 1 of them. Oh, this feels like a bank. Is this a bank? No. I mean, we could gamble. I think Blackjack has the same... I'm going to call it issue that Hilo has. In that there's only a certain number of starting hands. Okay, we can only afford 1 of them. Unless I can sell my good swords. Were we here already? I don't remember. A bank! So we can withdraw for $60. Okay, and you were here? So we can sell both good swords. It's a more expensive town. Oh, you know what? And selling both of these is also worth just about $472. So that allows us to definitely buy at least 1 of these. We have enough to buy a 3rd, and we are going to do that. Just in case we lose 2 swords in that dungeon. Okay, now we can leave. Alright, let's head on in there. We'll do it on screen. The main reason to do this again is I suppose it is a faster way to get the money. Is it faster? I'm not sure. It takes us about an hour to do a dungeon, and we walked out of there after we had repurchased the things that we had used with about $2,400. Hello, peasants. Yeah, we'll take hit points. We don't want to stop by a temple. Out here, we're using food more rapidly. Oh, a screaming nug. We're in the mountain foothills. That'd be weird to eat a giant face. That is so strange. I mean, I guess if you're hungry enough, you know, faces are acceptable. And that's just so weird to even think about that. Not a whole lot of creatures out here today either, are there? Wow, the game's like, okay, Tim, you said you want to do the dungeon. Off you go, then. Not even going to slow us down with too many other monsters. I don't trust eating fetid wheezes flesh. Okay, so let's save the game. We're going to do it again. Where are you, mouse? So I'll make sure I don't hit the wrong button. Things have changed a little bit in this version of... Oh, no. I hope everything's... I'm pretty sure things are still okay. All right, hold on. Let's see. Sorry about this, viewer. I have to check something now. Did this suddenly record to a different video? It is not. Okay. Oh, right. One of the good things about OBS is that I'm currently telling it to always output to a certain video resolution. Fraps records at the resolution. So what happened there, viewer, is I accidentally moved the size of the window slightly. If I was using Fraps, that would be enough that it would change the output file and begin recording to a new file, and I wouldn't be able to combine these, which would be super awkward. Since then, you'd get two videos, one smaller than the other. But thankfully, OBS doesn't have that issue. I can't believe we're going to do this again on screen, Tim. Well, come on. I get to test the map. I did make all those alterations this morning before I began recording, so... Okay, so we start with a glow tip. And then we use a armor enchant. We turn to our right, and we cast a light spell. I'm going to write down. We got 265. Okay, here we go. Now, we don't have to go all the way down to get that very final treasure chest this time. But it would be neat just to see what exactly is contained in these chests now that we're doing the dungeon a second time. I'm pretty sure the chests that has special items have nothing in them this time. Note, oh, well, this might be in the way. An Erp is stalking us. Let's get closer. Here we go. I'm particularly interested to see what the minimum damage is with these swords. 19. Assassin. Behold, they can shatter your weapons. That was $460. Now, I don't know if a Psychic Protect protects you from those special attacks. So let's go ahead and... do I want to cast them? They were expensive. I think we will cast it. Okay, so let's also mark down -1 glow tip, -1 armor enchant, -1 psychic protect. Okay. Note that the case is not here and was last time. I thought the cases actually respawn. That's interesting. So they do not respawn when you open them. So we are ready to eat close to $1,000 to make up for the cost of the things we have already used while walking in here. Don't you dare walk on traps anymore, Tim. That one was on the map. There's no reason for you to walk onto those. We're going to turn to the right. And back up. Of course, there could have been something behind us, like in this hallway, which would have been really awkward to get triple teamed, because we don't have a single annihilate to make that easier for us to handle. Sorry, viewer, we're doing the thing again where I don't do a whole lot of speaking because I'm looking down at the map. Can we put the map up here, Tim? Okay, that's kind of... no, that's not acceptable, because I need to use the keyboard. Put you here. That kind of works. Where are you? Okay, another herb. Lots of herbs in this dungeon. I've asked these same questions back in the Legacy playthrough, but I am curious. What do you think these things live on? Down here. When they can't get Adventurer to eat. Then again, do they even eat us? Some things look like they do. Like the snap tooth. Or Earps look like they would probably like to munch on an Adventurer. But assassins probably don't. Level 2. Okay. Once again, we want to go down the spiral first. Are we being followed? We are. The game, once again, whenever the game pauses like that, I become suspicious. Feels like we're doing significantly more damage this time around than last time to me. $54? I mean, that's not very much. A flume is worth more than that. I suppose nothing stops you from clearing out like the first level of the dungeon, then leaving and coming back in. But it does get a little tricky, because your dungeon spells you have an effect expire after you leave and come back in. Which means you need at least enough to cover the light spell. And we just cast a Psychic Protect, so we'd have to walk out of here with at least $300. Is that right? No, close to 500. And as you can see, we've made about 700 or so far. So it's probably not as easy as it was in the Legacy of the Ancients game to be profitable by just clearing out the first level of a dungeon. Okay, I see where we are. Kapak! Slice you up. Maybe we can hit you. Where are you? Oh! Okay, I kind of went the wrong way. I was looking at level 1, but I see where we are. Okay, I'm leaving a few chests. I'll get them on the way back up. Very agile herp. We'll get this chest. This is where another one of those cases were. We opened 5 cases, is that correct? Or did we open... Oh, there's only 5 cases total. Quickly trying to scan my maps. Let's see if the Psychic Protect protects our weapon from being broken by this assassin. And we'll see if our armor gets broken by a thumper. I think, but not sure, I think Psychic Protects protect you from any special attacks of any of the creatures. But I'm not 100% sure that's the case. We want the healing urn. Anyway, those traps that we stepped on also show the importance of nimble step. If we had sunk all 7 coins into nimble step, I think it would have been very close to 100, if not at a 100 effective score, which means we would not have been hit by any of the traps. This time around, we're going to play the game, though, probably without leveling it at all. I want to see what how different it feels. Having a map allows, with hopefully an accurate, with the accurate locations of where traps are located, potentially allows you, or does allow you to, skip having to examine as much. As you can see where all the traps are on your map. Nimble Step, though, allows you just to read the map only to figure out where you are within it. That was a really weird way to phrase that. We save some time with Nimble Step, but I would still want the map. There's no trap behind me. We're going to back up and let this creature come to us. Actually, let's use one of our spells. Fizzled. A reminder that we had to play some more Trist. Don't think we had a single fizzle last time. Okay, we got the case that was to our left. It's this hallway again, right? We were in here before? I don't like staying in hallways like this to fight. Man. Let's let him get closer, and we'll blast him at short range. Okay, there's an urn back up this way. Where am I? Okay, let's see. So this was... The amethyst gem we picked up was in a chest down that hallway. So far, the minimum we've inflicted is 7 damage. So it looks like the combination of our increased glow tip and the better weapons are somewhat helping. Like, having 3 more damage, okay, that does add up over time. No, I want to step down this way again. And we want to face this direction. We have left quite a few chests in other places so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chests so far. Yes, I did not examine for the way up there. Oh! I think I walked into that one last time. That's still on my trap. Show my trap. Still on my map. It is still a trap. Bag of bones. We can't quickly kill you. Wonder what we look like to the creatures in this dungeon. What do you think our avatar resembles? Let's see. We want to go back up. That's some pauses. I think we're being followed. Okay, where are we here? Oh, that's interesting. This one's not on my map. This chest. Yeah. It's not there, right? If I move up one, turn to the left, and examine, there's a trap 2 spaces away. Interesting. Why was that chest not there? I don't think the game has random placements of chests or what have you. That would be actually really cool. If it did, though, since you would feel compelled to explore the entirety of each dungeon. Oh, come on. Something behind us gets quite a few free swings at us. So I guess we were being followed. There went all that healing we just picked up. That's all there is in this side of the dungeon. Let's go ahead, or rather on this level. Go this way. We'll go and get another urn. Sludge heave. Okay, we'll use a bolt on you. Holy crap! 119. I've always thought sometimes about playing the game as if we were a pure mage. That would require some cheating, though, to be able to afford all the magic flames, and that would be a bit awkward to do. But it would be neat to maybe next time I play this, assuming there is a next time, to like the moment I can use spells, only use spells, or rather, no, we still need a weapon because if we can't fight things like bag of bones with only spells, so we need to have a weapon. And just walking in here with a dagger, which would be very mage appropriate, would be a very bad idea. Okay, there was a coin in a chest that was right here. The chest is just gone. So the chests, it's not that they're empty, it's that they aren't even present. Let's back up and go this way. To that chest. 213, very nice. You know, I think a trap or two that I had walked on last episode weren't there this time. I'm fairly confident that was the case. That would be really amazing if indeed the traps are a little randomized. Where am I? Okay. You being followed? We are not. Back up into the urn that I know is here. So far, no food urns. Oh, open's not what I want. I want to examine. I like to imagine that because we were a serf, that we were so terrified of everything, that we are amazingly good at locating things that could potentially give us any sort of issue. So these traps, there's no one better than a serf who could find them. An adventurer might be overconfident, but when we were a serf, flumes would give us trouble, and there's no way we could fight two Thermians without potentially dying. Is there a trap down here? No, there is not. It feels like it is going smoother this time around, though we're not yet done with the dungeon. Oh. Snap tooth. I'm going to leave that one here for our return. And there was a coin chest up ahead. I just want to see if it's here. Okay, and it is not. Do we do the final level? I mean, we came this far. We might as well see it to completion. Once again, in case I want to walk down there. To my knowledge, all the traps are also, like, in addition to being where the same places, I believe that they're the same exact traps every single time as well. It would be a bit much for back in 1988 to try to come up with, we're going to turn and back up. I don't like fighting in hallways like that. I want to make sure that there's nothing that will appear behind me. Really tough bag of bones. We're wearing armor, right? We are. We'll flame. Very good. So this was another coin chest. There is nothing here. Toad colony, hello. Let's let you approach us. And immediately eats 11 days of food. So our Psychic Protect did not expire, and it did not stop that from happening. So my belief now is that they probably do not stop things like your weapon shattering or your armor getting broken. It's probably only statistic loss that they protect you from. Probably. I'll have to go look at the manual again and see what it says. I feel like we fought a Toll in this exact spot in the last episode. I do not like fighting in an intersection. But we're gonna have to if we fizzle lightning. Every turn I fight in them, I think, I feel like another creature's walking right up to me. Every time. Every turn. Sludge Heave. I wouldn't mind seeing what special attack they do. Unless it wasn't them they were taught that one scroll mentioned, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was talking about. Let's see if I can name the creatures that are down in the level below. The deep creatures. Knuckles, right? Knuckles was in this game. It's a... how to describe the creature? It's a gigantic purple creature. That's like a... It reminds me of the Ghostbuster demon dogs from the first Ghostbuster movie. It doesn't have the horns that it has, but otherwise it reminds you of that monster. And as it gets closer, it raises like one of its fists at you, if I recall it correctly. And that creature can smash your armor, if I remember right. There's the Angle Tooth, I think is what it was called. Which looks like it's supposed to be some sort of, like, ghostly cat. A ghostly saber-toothed cat, if I recall correctly. Reminds me a bit of Evil the Cat. From the Earthworm Jim series. And it's a flyer, like the Erp or Eaten Eye is. There's the... It's not... Is it called an Intellect Devourer? Mind Drill. I think it's called a Mind Drill. Which looks like a giant brain on some, like, insectoid-like legs. And it has two tentacles that look like pincers. Tentacles that end with pincers. But those pincers also look like little brains, if I recall correctly. I'm sure this should be the last chest in this level. I'm sorry, not the last chest in this level, but the last chest in this direction. That said, I'm going to peek around the corner. This is where the loot was located. Oh! Okay, this should be empty. We're going to get the load screen. And there should be nothing in this. Yep, chest is empty. There was the Snuffler. And I think that's what it was called. Oh, it's some sort of weird demonish looking creature. Right? It's like a hunched over anteater looking like thing. It reminds me of a certain second edition demon. But I can't think of what demon it reminds me of at the moment from the old monster manuals. We're brushed by a tooth. We're paralyzed for 3 turns at least. 3 to 4 turns, I think, or maybe 3 to 5. And our Psychic Protect spell did not protect us against that. So either our skill is too low with Psychic Protect, or it does. Once again, it only protects us from statistic loss. In which case, it's not really that important of a spell for us to have improved it at this moment. The only creature that I remember that drains your statistics is the Intellect Devourer. That drains your intelligence score. I don't remember anything else doing anything, lowering your stats. Did we get the urn that was right here? We did not. Right, so that was for the creatures. I know there's another, but for the life of me, I can't think of what that other one was. Oh, and the Knuckles, by the way, in addition to being able to break your weapons, I'm pretty sure it was immune to magic. So you couldn't... Also, your armor. So you couldn't quickly kill it. You had to slug it out. I know there's something else, but I can't remember what it was. Let's go Snaggletooth. Oh, okay. I don't want to be in this T section. And that's why we're being surrounded. 13 days of food eaten by the Toad Colony. What a great little effect that is. Once again, I'd be using spells if every attack they did that hit me could take away my my food. I tend not to carry around 999 days with me. Well, I'm about to say we made less money, but that's not true. We still have a bunch of chests we did not pick up in the upper levels. There's a trap right in front of us, but we're not going that way. Okay, where are we on the map? Alright. Let's go get an urn and a chest. Oh, I forgot I left an urn here. Good on me, leaving it for my return trip. Where am I again? Okay, here's a trap. Ah! Hello, Snapjaw. Trying to follow us. I wasn't writing down when I reused these, but I think I remember what my... Oh, wow, they both expired. I think I remember we had 15? I do not remember how many glow tips and armor chance we had. I think we had 20 glow tips and maybe 12 armor chance, or 13 of them. It will be tricky for me to remember to now do the calculation how much money we actually earned in this place. But assuming we don't have to use any healing herbs, this will be much more profitable, Tim, will it be? Because you're using magic bolts. What were those? 50-something bucks each? Ever since I was little, viewer, I always, whenever I cast spells or use items that cost money, I always think I'm just, like, my mind, it's not the case. What I'm about to say is like, it doesn't actually happen, but I am thinking about it. That I'm throwing money at the monsters. It more or less is what is occurring. We got all the chests, and we can leave this level of dungeon. I'm just going to go this way and climb on out. Now it's going to be behind us, and it can climb up this hole in the ground, if I recall correctly. So when I walk out of here, it's going to be behind me. Yep. I always thought that was kind of cool, that they can follow you up these passages, assuming you're not traversing to a different type of creature habitat, as it were. Okay, we want to go straight. Let's let this toad colony walk up. 16 days of food. I'm always sad. I am always sad when it's food in one of those. I imagine most people probably play the game similarly to me, who have played this game, in that they tend to carry around hundreds of days, and as such, losing some food to the toad colony isn't too much of a concern. And the occasional getting 13 days doesn't really matter that much in these dungeons. That said, I do still like it because it means you cannot rely... You can't rely on those urns as healing items. Now, I have given some consideration to whether or not you just ignore the monsters that are chasing you, rather than slug it out with them. Because monsters, it's not like the creatures have to line up to take turns smacking you in the face. But every time you turn, every time you stop to open something, it's swinging at you. Oh, another food urn. So at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure it is still more effective to kill the creatures than letting them continue to exist. And just ignoring them. Alright, let's get out of here. This 4th level's completed. Yeah, so not sure what game I should be recording after the 2 I mentioned are done. I'm looking over at what... I can barely see some of the icons on my computer over here. I haven't really given it too much thought. I guess I should sit down and think about what one I want to record next. Arguably, what I should do is finish up the dungeon hack videos. Why am I examining? We've already done it down this hallway. Because I'm distracted by thinking about what I'm going to record next. We have the dungeon hack ones we should finish. Oh! I want to record the Spirit Engine 2 again. It has been so long since I've played that game. And it was my number 3 game of all time. Many, many, many years ago. Yeah, I think we'll get that. I think we'll record that one. Where am I? Okay, I see. I don't actually think I have that game's installer any longer. I hope it's still available on Mark Pay. I remember his name, the developer's site. The Spirit Engine 2 is one of those games that is rather unique. Nothing has done its combat the same way. Darkest Dungeon is the closest thing that had done something somewhat similar, but it wasn't the same. And I liked Spirit Engine 2's combat far more than Darkest Dungeons. Your characters are positioned in a similar way. You have 3 characters. It's a story-driven, real-time combat, JRPG, if I can call it that, because you have 3 characters that are all in the same group. But it doesn't play like a JRPG. Combat, once again, isn't turn-based. It is... Where am I, by the way, on this map? Okay. It is real-time combat. And the moves you do are dependent upon where your characters... I'm sorry. Who you hit is dependent upon the moves that you are using with your characters when all their turns to activate occur. And who takes the hits is dependent upon their positioning and what the enemy decides to do. It's really... It can be really frantic. And I very, very much enjoyed it. Oop, Tim, that's not opening. That's an earth. Besides, you wanted to examine this hallway. Let's see. That one was not on the map. Last time I was here. I really enjoyed the story. The music was great. I liked how you had to kind of think. You did have to think during combat, but you didn't have enough money to buy everything that you came across, so you kind of had to ration out the funds as well. And combat was tough, and it's one of those games where obviously if you like the game, you continue playing it, and it also, the combat became more and more complex as you continue to play the game, as you learn the basics, and then the game began testing you to see if you understood how to use all the mechanics that it offered to survive some of the encounters that you would have. I still, to this day, remember and hate the glacier race in that game. Ah, goodness, that was so panic-inducing. I know I can't actually kill you. Yeah, we will play that next. I have a trap marked here. I'm pretty sure there was a trap there. Oh! So this is not on my map. But that one is. Okay. I thought there was a tripwire trap earlier where we just had been standing. Okay, so we're almost out of here, Tim. Yes, we're looking to earn up here for a return trip. And did I get the chests that are all... I think I did. It'll take us a second or two for us to peek. Oh, that was a mistake. Did we get these? We did. Okay. I like how tricky these mazes are. If you don't have a map, you can get lost so quickly in these places. Feel like we're being chased. Because the game pauses. Yeah, game's pausing a little bit. Are we being chased? We are not. Okay. Oh, it's only a single treasure chest, and it's all the way down here. The other one is a coin chest, a silver coin, so we don't have to go down the other side of the dungeon. There is an urn down there, but I don't care to walk all that way to get it. It's not that far, but no. We'll leave it there. Alright, viewer, we're almost out of here. Back up to level 1. And I'm pretty sure, got everything. There might be one chest we didn't get here. I guess technically we should go get it. I don't really want to walk all that way. Come on. And that tells me we didn't get this. So I had recorded as well the new Space Marine game, Space Marine 2, I think is what it's called. But I didn't record my voice for it. I was intending to watch it and record my voice as I watched myself play through it. I just want to wait a little more time so I forget most of what had transpired. Ooh, Thumper, we don't want to lose our armor right now. I'm telling you, you don't want to lose armor ever, but we're right near the very end of the dungeon. Did this Psychic Protect last the entire dungeon? I guess it did. I don't remember it popping up as soon as we cast it. Where am I? I think we make a right here. No, that is incorrect. Uh-oh. Okay, I know where we are. Let's not lose another sword. Let's not lose another sword. I think this leads me out. It does. All right, not bad, guys. We did the dungeon a second time. So we walked in there with 265 gold. And we're leaving with 5,706. If I pop up a calculator... I know you guys care about this. If I pop up a calculator... Sorry, I'm big on budgets, viewer. I used to have spreadsheets for my own like household budget. How much I was spending on food, on bills, on miscellaneous stuff, so I could ration things. For many years, I did that to help make ends meet. Now, thankfully, as a senior programmer, I can't believe I'm saying that. I am making still not enough money, but enough that I'm not worried about things, and I don't need to keep a budget anymore. As long as I don't buy like a new computer every single like third month, I have enough. I'm making enough. I don't need to worry about putting food on the table. But because I do like spreadsheets and keeping track of things, I assume you guys care about the same things I do and want to know how much money we made. We made 5,441 gold in the dungeon. So, and we didn't use a single healing herb that trip. That was a much easier time of it. Those traps are less efficient spells because we now have higher skills, so they do more damage. And the better weaponry, all combined to help us out there. Oh, sorry. I want to go down. $40. I'm going to get the bat axe. I don't want to fight anything, preferably. Okay. So the only thing I need to do here is rebuy a few spells, and then we'll see how much profit we made. spells would be over here. Oh, it would help if I know exactly. I want to buy exactly what we spent. So I think we spent, I think it was 2 armor enchants and 4 glow tips. So glow tips, we want to buy 4 of them. And for we want to buy, and 4 we want to buy, and for armor enchants, we want to buy 2. Tongues of Flame, we used 8. And then we used 4 lightning bolts. We used a single Psychic Protect and 1 light spell. Okay. So we made $5,441 in the dungeon. And how much profit did we make? 541. No, 4477 minus 265 minus 30. Oh. Minus 30. 4,800. Sorry, 4,182 bucks. Not bad. Very profitable that time for an hour's worth of work. All right, guys. So I guess we'll spend some of this money, and then that will do it for us. We're going to buy more lightning bolts. We're going to buy 20 of these. We'll buy more tongues of flame. I'm going to buy another 10 of those. We'll buy another 3 armor enchants. And 5 more glow tips. Alright guys, the rest of this cash, what I'll do off screen is I'm going to play some Trist. I will probably do the trap shoot. And I cannot guarantee I will not use save states. So, yeah. I'm probably going to do it once to get increased dexterity. And when we come back, we will spend the Amethyst Gem on the Vase of Souls. See what that does. And then, assuming we're not doing another dungeon or something because of it, we'll head off to the Citadel. And we'll go ahead and explore the upper floor there. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you everyone for watching. And take care.